This is another one. I have two. I have this one and another one to share. It helps me practice making the journals or making the videos. And it also just helps me, I don't know, with my channel there. So I don't think they'll find me because I have my channel listed under a different name than my normal name. So I'm hoping they probably have more things to do than surf my channel, surf for stuff. So this was a Christmas one. I was kind of scared to come up with this. I wanted to do a Christmas one, and Marty told me that her daughter, Lucy, would probably really like that, and she likes vintage. Of course, then I realized after I've made it that vintage to a 20-year-old is probably different than vintage to a 63-year-old. So anyway, hopefully whatever her vintage is, she likes the style. I bought off of Etsy a digi of an old Christmas card. So what I did was I just made it big enough for the book cover, and then I reversed the image or flipped the image so it would be good for the back so that it looks sort of, like this. So I thought it turned out really good. Probably should have did this white so it looked like, but, I didn't. So, so there's that. I'm always learning. Hopefully one day it'll be the perfect journal, right? I don't know. I wonder if that ever happens for anybody. I made the perfect journal. I mean, like this one's way too full. And now I think this is coming untied. Okay, we'll work on that later. Okay, so on here is just some fun baubles, reds and whites, and this cute little eyeglass from an eye doctor. And I liked it because it was red. And then here was one of the Lord of the Rings stamps that I talked about in the other video. So I gave her one because I know her family just loves that stuff. Okay, so I'm in frame, I think. Yeah. So now we're going to open it. This was, Costco, you can get that white ribbon, but it had wire in it. I took the wire out and then coffee dyed it, and it turned out gorgeous. So I used that here. Okay, so we're in frame. So inside here, it's just Christmas papers. I was really concerned I wouldn't be able to visualize what I wanted to do. And I really like how it turned out. I used fabric in here because I had this fabric, and I don't know, I thought it looked vintagey. So, and in here the note to the bookmaker, and from the bookmaker, and then my note to her. This here, this is an image I scanned from a photo album that her mother gave me back in probably 1976, maybe my first Christmas. And so it's all completely full now. It's the kind that, it wasn't the bad ones that had that sticky stuff. It just was where you slide the pictures in. So that was good because the pictures didn't get ruined. But so she cross-stitched it. So what I did was I scanned that image just on the front and put it here as a pocket because I thought that would be kind of special. I got this from a shop on Etsy. I liked it because they looked vintagey more than just just normal paper. I mean, I liked it. It had those scenes and stuff on them. Edith Holden book that has, and I took the images from December, so I thought it seemed to go pretty well. I did these. I love these. They add bulk. I just have to know how to hone it down, but they add bulk. But I really love this idea of putting tabs that are the antique laces and stuff that are just left over. You know how you have those little bits, and she did a video on that once, and I really love that, so I put that in there. Over here we have an old, this is the actual one, an old Christmas postcard. So I kind of like that. Put that in there. Remember these? When we were kids, you'd sit down at a restaurant or something and you would outline it and get the baby deer. And it looks to me, it looks very vintagey. But again, I hope she thinks it's vintagey. But, I remember these from when I was a kid. Pretty sure it's probably not her vintage, but another one of those songs. And I printed this on some cotton, or what's that stuff called? Whatever that is, I put it on there. Okay, so there's some of her family, little teeny. I made another one of these fold outs like this with, this is pretty, there's vellum, printed vellum behind it, and that's really pretty. And then she can write in there. More tags. Most of these are blank because I figured she can use them next year and she can fill it with whatever she wants. She's a graphic designer, so I'm sure that she has lots of ideas. A sage leaf that I put in, a dried sage leaf. To me, that kind of goes with holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, turkey, you use sage. If I were thinking ahead, I could have did poinsettia or something. Of course, they have all that goo that comes out. Could think of another red flower. Anyway, another time. And her and her daughter. I think they were at our church that time, so I'm not sure. It looks very much like it, but I love doing the collaging. I think that a lot of this stuff lends it, like this paper I got here. I forget where I got that. I forget, but you know, really pretty. I had this from Johnny. I think this was yours, possibly. So it's on here with some burgundy sari. Jack Skellington, of course, they love Disney, so Jack Skellington. Another one. This is a little bit too bulky, but I like it. I don't care. I don't care. You know, I'm just going to embrace it. Now this came from Took's craft table. Somehow it was in something I got from her, and it's Amazing Fart Police. I wonder how long it will take her to read that, because that's hilarious, and they will love that. They will love that. So, and some more tags she can use, but it's just hilarious. Who makes a comic like that? The art looks like it's probably what Steamboat, or that guy. Who was he? Killdeer Find. Oh, I forget what it is, but that guy. It's like what, the 50s maybe. I don't know, but the Amazing Fart Police was a comic, apparently. I don't know. Cracks me up. Oh, it's a page out of my Bible. I put that in most of my journals. So in here is just writing, more tags. I love these tags here that I made. Johnny, you taught that. I love that. Snowman. So this, I used Nick the Booksmith's making vintage... what's it called? I almost had it. Anyway, but I printed this on vellum, and then I sprayed it with the glassine, vintage glassine. I sprayed it with the clear stuff that she tells you to use, you know, several times. And then this was her Christmas card from a couple of years ago. And what I loved about it was how she just looked so wonder of the lights. I just love it. I still own this Christmas card. But in here, it's a cute pocket, so I think this is just a blank paper she can write on or what have you. But I just love how it turned out. It turned out so clear and beautiful, and I love that the image turned out lovely, so I love that. Mulberry paper. I have this book, you know, that kind of plaid, I don't know if it's Better Homes and Gardens or what it was, that plaid cookbook that everybody got when they got married. Well, I have it, and it's falling all apart. I mean, I never even use it. So I took some of it out. I took this out because it had this pretty, you can see it's all torn out. It has this pretty baking stuff, like I think of Christmas as baking. And here I have one of the tabbed papers in here, so that's kind of interesting. Here, I put something in the books that was mine. Like the one girl, I put some checks in it. And anyway, Lucy, I put some of the Lord of the Rings stuff. But this was off of I had a charm bracelet when I was 14. Got charms all the time everywhere I went for a long time. Not so much anymore because it's completely full. But I took off a Christmas enamel one that I thought she would like and put it in here. Just more. I love that I got some of these cards, and I don't know where, but there's a couple in here, or at least another one that's about Christmas. So I love that, because most time you buy these pack of cards, you know, from Etsy or something, but they're just random cards that aren't really, you know, they're not Tolkien. They're not the kind of Edgar Allan Poe. They're none of that. It's like, you know, stuff you don't know. But this is about Christmas, so worked out perfectly. I made this little pull-out raggedy thing. I wanted to remember how to, I always used to do embossing, but then I kind of forgot. I mean, I don't know, I have it all somewhere. So I did that, but of course, look, I did too much. That stuff should not be there. That's the side of the stamp, but hey, it's all sparkly. I have some sparkly stuff to do it, so I did that. just, you know, collaging, and I really enjoyed it. It's an image from them. Put her name Lucy. And in here is just some more little things, and about the Douglas fir, and I did this guy too, and in embossing. He feels different than the other one. I guess it's not glitter. I don't know. Anyway, so that's in here. It adds a bulb. She could take it out. So this is the Candies one from that book, and I like it. They have the tab, so I might think if I ever go out and look at, I might buy these and put these in books, because look how cute that looks. So then I took some of the recipes out of there that I thought would be really good, because I had this extra piece somehow here. I don't know what happened. And so I thought, oh, I'll just put it here like this. So I put a bunch of these recipes that are in that book. I copied them and put them like this. And I thought, you know, because I love this Divinity, and I said my favorite on there, which looks kind of weird. Or maybe I gave her the, I don't know. But anyway, that's written on there in a dumb sort of manner. So anyway, these are here like that if she wants to ever do it. Okay, so and here's some of that ledger page that's from Johnny, who's 1882. Pretty cool. And then I made pocket here that she can fold down and put something in it, like right here. It's like this and like that. Little hidden thing in there. Her and her Disneyland. They decorate back there. They have that candlelight service. Oh, I love Disneyland. And so that's at Disneyland. Just more charms and my cream cheese slices, and another one about Christmas, so that's cute. This is printed on that. This is upside down, because I don't know what I did when I made it. The other side, they're both upside down, because this was, maybe I just put them in upside down. I don't know. Yeah, look, that part's upside down. But why did I put it in this? It doesn't matter. Junk journal. But anyway, so this is that that masking paper. It turned out pretty with the images on it. Let's see. Does this turn out? No, just hold it. Then, like I said before in one of the videos, I like to put in this postcard I copied from Hanford, California, and it's from 1926, and it's Main Street, Hanford, California. It's kind of cute. The old cars. Another song like that, Hark the Herald. Oh, some more of that. Love it, love it, love it. Like that. This is a vintage old red glass bead. Here we got some more of a, I think this came from the gal in Australia. So it's got a little Christmas tree up there. Super cute. I love the collaging. I can do collaging and stuff. And more of these. So I have a couple of these beads. One's this and one's a star. So it can hang down is kind of what I want to do. But if it's in the way, then it can be up like that. Another one of that. I did this, I think I did this on gold vellum and did the same technique. And one of these cute little calling cards right there. Edith Holden, December. I put a bunch of those in. Stuff like that. And then this is some of my strip piecing that I did, and cards, Lex Libris Parade. So that's the last one. So I'm really happy with how I get all the charms. I'm really happy with how they all turned out. I have one more, and then I will be done until I make another journal, which probably won't be till next year. So thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye. No, I didn't stop it. Did I stop it? I did. I'm going to see this one here. Quite good. See, low battery mode, so then I can't do anything if it's low battery mode. I have to go plug it in. This and like this should be like this and like that. I think everything's okay in there. I hope it's okay. Okay, like this. We're going to just fix it.